Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. Tonight we are on location at the Hahn Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's Hobbin Center. And we're about to present Metro West Conference Boys Basketball, and this is a good one tonight. The Orono Spartans coming in 13-4, taking on the Red Knights 12-4. This is a battle for the top of the Metro West. Late in the season, and the first shot taken by number 24, Jalen Wilson, just a freshman out there averaging 12 points a game, and now inside, and that shot is by Isaiah Hagan Jr., and he is their star on Orono Spartans, averaging 17.2, and he's off to a good start with the first two. Now the Red Knights, and these two teams previously met on January 7th at Orono. A 72-67 victory, and now from the outside, that's Best, and he hits the three. Number 23, Samuel Best, the senior wing, averaging 7.8, hits the three, and the running layup is off the mark. Rebound, great position by, I believe that's Maddox Alapate, 0. Nice rebound by him. Red Knights off to a good start, up by 1 with possession. First minute of play now. Ija Dembola off his ankle, and boy, I think he got a nice call there. I thought that went off him, but the referees signaled it is in favor of the Red Knights. Just underway here. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We're streaming live. There's the dish underneath, and then the around, and let's see, Ija Dembola goes, and it went off his ankle. Out of bounds, and good call if you're a Red Knight fan, but I don't think it was the correct one, and now we have a foul underneath on the Spartans. Just underway here, we're streaming live on YouTube, and the Orono coach is a guy by the name of Barry Wohler. Barry Wohler, you can Google his name, was a superstar high school athlete out of the high school Bird Island, Lake Lillian. They came to the state tournament. I don't know what year that was. A little before I graduated from high school, I believe, but nevertheless, he played for the Gophers and is an all-around good guy, and he's got a good team here coming into the Red Knight gym, but the Red Knights up 5-2 with 16.5 to go. And now into the front court for the Spartans. Number 4, that is Grant Gunderson, the junior, averaging now, here he is, number 5. Isaiah Hagan Jr., shot off the mark, rebound off Orono. And possession goes to the Red Knights. No full court pressure here by the Spartans. Again, they come in 13-4. Red Knights are 12-4. Having a great year now, driving to the right side. Now passes off the Best, who got him off with a nice three-point shot. Now to number 3, that is Camden Carter, the senior. Now, Ija Dembola hits the 3, and he's strumming the guitar afterwards, feeling relaxed and comfortable. 8-2 Red Knights. Remember, these two teams met about a month ago. Nice interception underneath by number 24. Jalen Wilson, the freshman, now underneath the Alapate, off the mark. He took a nice feed, but off the mark, off the backboard. Now Orono into the front court, and the shot from outside by number 30. That is Jacob Farrell, who averages 10.7. Now the rebound put back by the Spartans gives them 4 points. They're down 4. Now the Red Knights, quick shot by Best off the mark. Just spun in and out. Rebound though to the freshman coming in, showing great moves. Wow. What great fundamentals displayed there by number 24, Jalen Wilson. That was spectacular what he did there. Now underneath, oh, Alapate, so quick and athletic. There to interfere with that pass cross court. Watch the moves here. First of all, that's the shot by Ija Dembola, just super smooth, and the guitar strum, so cool. All right, now Spartans. Back to number 4, Gunderson, Isaiah Hagan Jr. He is super talented, I can already see. That's the Red Knights, that's their big task tonight, is to keep him under wraps. And there they force a miss and a rebound. Goes to Camden Carter, he brings in the front court. Now Ija Dembola, showing the moves. Now Best underneath to Wilson, and his turnaround shot is in, and boy, my goodness. Fundamentally, this freshman is a real gem here for the Red Knights. and he's shown it early on. He's got the last 4 points. They're up 12-4. Now Spartans from the outside looking for a desperate three, and they get it by number 3, Kyle Kallenbach, averaging 10.8. Looking for the foul afterwards. Now 12-7, 14-10 to go. Ija Dimbola. Ella Pate with the drive, tries to get it back to Dimbola, comes up with it. Now back to Wilson underneath. Blocked underneath, no foul called. And from my vantage point, that looked like a good call. He got all ball. As we look at the rotation around now on the replay to Kallenbach, and I don't know what he's looking there. There's nothing there. It's all right. It's okay to try to sell it. That's part of the game, I feel. Now Ija Dimbola at the top of the key. Look at him come right in. We did a game here a month ago, and boy, does this Red Knight team look way better. As they come in on the left hand, that's number 2 driving, Ryan Warren, the senior, averaging 15.2 per game. Now Hagen Jr. into the front court, and he'll take the outside shot and gets it to go. Wow, there's some talent there, and number 5 for the Spartans. This is a great game, folks. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. I couldn't be more excited. Wilson, his 3rd in a row. He is so feeling it. Just a freshman out there, folks. He's 15, maybe not even, 14, 15 years old. And he's got 3 baskets in a row for the Red Knights, and they're up by 7. Now driving is number 33, that is Loader. And he draws the foul. The Red Knight fans don't like it. Loader is also one of their leading scorers. In fact, he's the 2nd leading scorer at 16.8, comes in, and you be the judge, I don't know. He did get that to go, so it's gonna be the and 1 for Loader. Boy, that was a little touchy. It wasn't as egregious as it looked at first glance when we saw the replay. It looked like Wilson, who has excellent body control out there. And Loader converts, so that's his first 3 points. And he'll take a seat on the bench, substitutions, and now they are showing a full court press after the made free throw. Let's see if that's gonna be a pattern and a theme for the Spartans. 4-point differential. I expect this game to go down to the wire for sure. Now Wilson from the outside, he's hit 4 in a row. One was a 3, do the math. He's in double digits already here with 12:37 to go. And now kicked out to the outside, driving the lane is number 30, Jacob Farrell. And the steal. And we got a tie up underneath. And is it gonna be a jump ball call? Let's see here, driving, kicking it out. That's 30, Jacob Farrell. Boy, nice block there by number 10, Jaden Daisy. No foul call. Both teams just with 1 team foul apiece. Very clean game here. Just a really well-played high school basketball game, I have to say. It's such a treat to be here. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Underneath, the shot in for number 24, Jack Kopeski. Key shot there for the Spartans. He's averaging about 3 or 4 a game, but he gets 2 there. Brings the Spartans within 4. Now the drive off the backboard, number 2, Ryan Warren. He's averaging 15.2, and you can see why. The great left hand off the backboard. And now the shot from the core outside, Coben Kellogg, the senior. He averages 5.7. It's 21-18, and we still have all of 12 minutes to go in the first half. Excellent basketball being played here tonight, folks. Big time stuff. And the interception by Isaiah Jr., Hagen Jr., and they're gonna call the foul on, and there's Isaiah Hagen Jr., and there's the 3. Look at how far outside he is. Is it about time we moved that 3-point line out for high school? The day may be coming. All right, throw in, and a little half-court, three-quarters court pressure by the Red Knights. 11:30 to go here. Now number 24 with it. That is Kopeski. He got the last 2. Home crowd wanted to travel there. They thought he dragged his foot. Now driving in, and the block by number 10, Daisy. Great defense by the Red Knights, 11:18 to go. Now to the front court is number 2, that is Ryan Warren, and the shot by Warren is in and out. Big rebound by the Spartans. And now coming away with it, Ala Pate was on the ground. No, that was number 14, chasing it. And there is a lot of enthusiasm here. Turnover in favor of the Spartans. It's 21-18, 11:04 to go, and now the Red Knights are showing a little full court pressure here. That's number 12, Ronald Lee, the sophomore, on defense, all over number 24, Kopeski, and now underneath, and the shot goes in by number 30, Jacob Farrell, the senior. Gets it to go, draws the foul on the arm. And that foul is going to be on number 10, Jaden Daisy, the sophomore. Our score 21-18, 10:53 remaining, and at the line for the and one is number 30, Jacob Farrell. Nope, it's a 2-point shot, he didn't make it. So now here's his second one. To put them within one, it spins out, and look at number 10, Jalen Daisy. Sky for that rebound. Now driving, taking a hit is number 2. That is Warren, the shot outside, but there is Daisy with the rebound and the easy putback. 10:30 to go. Red Knights back up by 4. Now driving, and the foul is going to be called on number 4 for the Red Knights. Abu Kaita, another freshman, and I thought that was a little, at least at first glance, I don't know if we have a replay of that one or not. Thought it was I don't know if there was a foul there, to be honest. So 10:33 to go, throw in. 5 now team fouls on the Red Knights to only 1 for the Spartans. That could play a factor here, as the Red Knights are just 2 points from putting the Spartans in the bonus. But they lead by 4. Spartans with the ball in the corner. The left-handed shot from the outside. Short of the mark. Rebound to number 2, Ryan Warren. As he pushes the ball, comes right in, draws the foul. The basket doesn't go, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 as the Spartans draw their second team foul. Here is the break by 2. Ryan Warren going coast to coast, came right in, and he made a good move. Split the defense. Not sure there was a foul there either, so if it looks like a foul, oftentimes it's a foul. It's just sort of the reality of high school basketball, or basketball in general. But number 2, Ryan Warren makes that shot, puts the Red Knights up by 5 with 10:16 to go. And his left-handed shot rattles in. 6-point lead with 10:16 to go. And now the full court press. They got him double teamed, but they get it out to number 4. That is Gunnarsson. And he gets it across the timeline just in time. Now that ball, as the Orono Spartans are struggling a little bit with ball control, as their star, Hagen Jr. is off the mark, but a nice running jump shot off the board by number 2. That is Cohen Kellogg. As he draws within 4, 9:45 to go, and we got a whistle on the floor. Substitutions, 33 checking in for the Spartans, Sebastian Loader, and his 16.8 points per game average. But we're quickly underway. Also, Red Knights substituting 3 in. Looks like all the starters are in now after taking a rest. Now the Spartans in the backcourt. Number 23 gets caught right across the timeline as the Red Knights come in and try and trap. And look at, they beat it though. Well done with the driving on the baseline. Grant Gunnarsson, the junior, pulls the Spartans in within 2. Both teams very well coached. That is obvious. 2-point lead for the Red Knights, 9:18 to go in the front court. That is Alapate to Ija Dembola. Down low to number 2 on the post was Ryan Warren. His shot, unable to get it to go. Now the Spartans on the rebound as they push it down the court on the baseline, and the nice lay-in shot by number 13, Zach Close, the junior. He got cut off at the baseline, came back in and bounced that in nicely, and now we're tied at 25 with 8:52 to go. This is for the lead in the Metro West, I feel. Underneath the Ija Dembola and Alapate, great teamwork and passing, and Alapate just couldn't get it to go. have a whistle and a foul on the Red Knights. Let's see here. Watch the passing. They just couldn't finish it. Underneath Orono. Look at Alpate come in right there. Wide open shot. Unable to get up. That was the foul over the top by number 4, Abu Kaita. And now the full court press, man-to-man press by the Red Knights with 8:41 to go. We're tied at 25. Hagen Jr. gets it into number 4. That is Gunderson. Gunderson back to Hagen Jr. Averaging nearly 18 per game, number 5, but only a couple so far. Red Knights doing a good job with him, at least this early on. Now Spartans. 3 points, the 3-second rule was almost a violation there. Now Loadering drives, he gets triple teamed, gives it up underneath again, and look at that great passing by the Spartans on display. Number 13, close down underneath the number 4 in close quarters to Gunderson, who puts in another shot. And now the Spartans have their first lead of the night at 27-25. Best passes on the 3. Good defense there. And now underneath, Alapate commits the turnover. Now the fast break to Loader. He comes right in and gets it to go with the left hand off the board. And now the Spartans are starting to insert themselves. Up by 4, just under 8 to go. Ija Dembola will try to set it up. Spartans feeling it here, and they called it over and back or a carry. Did he go over the timeline? Did he get careless there? I'm not sure. I don't know if we have that replay or not. I think he signaled over and back. Did he go back over the timeline? So a mental mistake there by the Red Knights, and the Spartans are starting to feel it. Now driving the lane, Gunderson gives it up on the outside. Shot taken by Kallenbach, missed. Now Best comes in. Oh my goodness, and Hagen Jr. made a great athletic play blocking that, as Best looked like he had an almost certain 2. Now Orono with the 3 on the outside, that rattles out. Wilson with the rebound. The freshman will bring it up himself. They're down 4 now, their largest deficit of the night. 7:11 to go here, first half. Now to number 3. That is Carter. Carter now to Best. Back to Carter. Down underneath the Ija Dembola comes in off the board. No call on the contact. And now here come the Spartans on the fast break. And Hagen Jr. off the boards. Rebound to Ija Dembola. He's got number 2 ahead of him. Warren gives it to him, and he puts it in with the left hand jam. And they are now within 2 with 6:42 to go. Here comes Hagen Jr. right down, and he gets it to go. No one was able to stop the ball. That is a Cardinal sin. You gotta stop that ball and force him to pass it. All right, now in the front court for the Red Knights. Ija Dembola drives the lane. Nice ball rotation. Carter from the outside, short of the rim. Rebound to the Spartans. Outlet pass to Hagen Jr. He drives the lane. He gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Loader in the corner. Now he'll drive the baseline, come in. No travel call. And a turnover. Best gets it ahead to Wilson, who lays it in with 6:07 to go. 31-29. Front court Spartans. Back and forth we go. And they're going to call the block. I think they could have went either way. Driving on Vest was number 13. Zach Close. Oh my goodness, it could have been a jump ball. I don't think that was at all a block. I think it was just great defense by the Red Knights. But with 6 minutes to go, and the 17th foul now being assessed against the Red Knights, which means the Orono Spartans are in the bonus for the remaining 6 minutes, and at the line, number 13, the left-hander, Zach Close, the junior. Off the back of the rim on the 1-and-1, and the Red Knights dodge a bullet. Can they capitalize? Down by 2, just under 6 to go. Ija Dembola, no, that's number 11 in the game. I'm sorry, that's another Ija Dembola. There's another one, Dothan, I did not know that. I think their roster has expanded since our last broadcast. There's some names I don't recognize that may have been hurt or for some reason not on the roster, but their roster is not completely different, but there's a lot. Look at that drive by Beth. Are you kidding me? Ryan Warren, averaging 15.2, putting on a show, ties it at 31. Huge interception by the Red Knights, number 12. Ronald Lee comes in, takes the return pass, gets it back out to the top of the key to Ryan Warren with the 3, and he nails it, and it brings the home fans on their feet. as the Red Knights are up by 3 with 5:05 to go. Now Hagen Jr. in the front court. This is amazing, amazing stuff, folks. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Hagen Jr. drives in and gets it to go. 34-33, 4:51 to go. Ryan Warren, who has the last 2 shots with the ball in the front court. Drives the right side, now to the top of the key to Wilson. And he comes in and he causes the foul. I almost thought it could be a travel, but good call by the refs as Wilson will go to the line, the freshman, averaging 12 points a game. His team up by 4. They're gonna call that a shooting foul or a 1-and-1, and I think it's gonna be a 1-and-1. So that's 13 foul on the Spartans, and so it'll be a throw-in. It's not a shooting foul, so throwing it in for the Red Knights will be Maddox, Alapate, or excuse me, that's number 1, Ija Dimbola, my fault. Now number 11 with it, Dothan, Ija Dimbola. He's an 8th grader. Turnaround jump shot by Wilson, and he has not missed tonight. He is shooting 1,000%, folks. Number 24, the freshman Jalen Wilson, averaging 12 a game, has at least that already, and we've got 4:15 to go. Now to the front court for the Spartans. That's number 4, Gunderson. The return pass and the give and go, perfectly executed by number 24, Kopeski. Got it down to the baseline, took the return pass, took some contact, and now the turnover. And it's Hagen Jr. gonna drive the lane. He's so athletic and so good. Of course, he's gonna make that with 3:50 to go, and the Spartans are back on top. Now, Daniel Ija Dimbola, and then his brother Dothan Ija Dimbola. I might just have to start calling him by their first names. There is Wilson and his first miss. Rebound, though, to number 4, Abu Kita, which was brilliant. He went over the back without touching it. And now the shot by number 11, Dothan Ija Dimbola. Rebound, blocked by Hagen Jr., and he's off to the races. He loses it. Down underneath, and he comes up with it. And they're going to call a foul on the Red Knights. Number 4, I believe. Let's see. Reaching in. Number 11. Is the call on Dothan Ija Dimbola, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 for number 5. There he is at the line. That is Isaiah Hagen Jr. There is a ton of talent in this gymnasium in high school basketball. It is an honor to be talking about this game. This is amazing stuff. All right, Hagen Jr. at the line. His team up by 1. The Metro West Conference is not necessarily on the line tonight, but this game and the outcome of it will go a long way in deciding who's going to be the conference champs for sure. Hagen Jr. Nice touch there by number 5. The junior puts the Spartans up by 2. 3:14 remaining. We're at the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. All the way, now checking in, number 33, Sebastian Loader, and his 16.8 points, and Hagen Jr. with his 17.2 will take a seat. Spartans up by 3. Now, Alapate, Maddox, the senior guard, will bring the ball up. Now gets it to number 3, Camden Carter. Alapate out in the corner, and the 3 is drained by number 10, Jaden Daisy, the sophomore. He ties it at 39 with 2:50 to go. Now the Spartans quickly in the front court. Driving, and nice block by Wilson as they look ahead to Carter. Carter gets it to number 2, Warren, and he gets fouled as he goes in. Or they called a good block. And out of bounds. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, that's Warren. So Warren goes underneath to Alapate. Oh, that's the 3. That was great ball rotation by the Red Knights. That was the sequence before. Since then, we're tied at 39, and now a full court press, man-to-man full court press. That's number 2, Ryan Warren. putting the pressure on. Now that's number 13 for the Spartans. Zach close now. And the Red Knights really extending the perimeter away from the basket, which can open up from underneath. Now driving, fighting his way through, showing great athleticism. Jacob Farrell, the senior. Boy, there's so much skill on this court on both teams. Both these teams are for real. Alapate now. Warren, or Carter, now Warren. Underneath to Alapate. Nice pass underneath, and he draws the foul. Number 10, Jaden Daisy. The passing here tonight, displayed by both teams, is nothing short of brilliant. 1:56 remaining. 41-39 our score. 18 fouls for their Knights at the line. Shooting to Jaden Daisy, the sophomore. And now substitutions. Hagen Jr. checks in. There he is, number 5. Also checking in is Best and Daniel Ija Dimbola. So both teams with their starters are out there, I believe, and now there he is, Isaiah Hagen Jr. in the front court, gives it up to Farrell. Farrell feeling the pressure. Hagen Jr. gets cut off the baseline by Wilson. Good defense by him. And now look at the Red Knights. They're in a 2-3 zone now. They've switched it up. Can the Spartans adjust? So Coach Damian Johnson doing a switch here in the last 2 minutes just to see how it affects them, and it is slowing him down, driving, taking the shot from the outside, and off the mark was number 30, Jacob Farrell. Rebound went to the Spartans, and a jump ball was earned by number 10, Jaden Daisy, and possession arrow faces the Red Knights, so great turnover there. Let's see the replay coming right in there. A quick call there to be a jump ball, but I can see it. So 40-41 with 1:16 to go. There is Wilson. Jalen to number 10, Daisy down right on the post and the block to give. Comes into the baseline, gets blocked. You know, he had the baseline, but he didn't have the height advantage underneath. Good defense by the Spartans, and now they're in the front court. That's number 5. Down to the corner, number 33, Loader. And he misses, ball loose on the court, another jump ball. 41-40, I'm just trying to sort it out here. There's the shot by Sebastian Loader. Ball loose and jump ball. So possession arrow favors Orono. 51.1 throw in by Isaiah Hagen Jr. underneath. Gets it out up top to 3, Kyle Kallenbach. Driving the baseline, getting pushed back, now rotated, now around to Gunderson, and the shot from outside. Nothing but net for number 3, Kyle Kallenbach. He averages 10.8. There's 3 of them right there. He puts his team up 44-40 on the road with 27 seconds to go. Will the Red Knights hold it for a last shot? Wilson gets it to Ija Dimbola. Daniel Ija Dimbola. Looking for room. Now in the corner, he found Sam Best open. He takes a shot, he gets it to go. It's a 3. 44-43, 6.8 seconds. Spartans in the front court. Ball loose on the board. Turnover to the Red Knights. 1 second to go, and it's out of bounds before the whistle, and there is the buzzer signaling the end of half number 1. There's our score at halftime, 44-43. I don't need to tell you to come back for the second half.
New message.
Department of the Social Security Administration. The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. If you do not contact us immediately, your account will be deactivated. For more information about this case file, press 1 or call immediately our department number. 326.
This is a scam. Thieves are misusing the Social Security Administration's authority and phone schemes to trick you into giving them money or personal information. They state there is a problem with your Social Security number or account. They claim there's been suspicious or fraudulent activity, and you could be arrested or face other legal action. They even spoof SSA's main customer service telephone number on caller ID. Don't believe them. Don't provide any information. SSA employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent. Just hang up. If you suspect you've been contacted by an SSA scammer, call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports production of Metro West High School Conference Boys Basketball. We are at the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, and we're about to begin half number 2. And if you're just joining us, you are in for a treat. This is some of the best high schools basketball I have seen in a long time. Red Knights coming in with a 12-4 record. Orono Spartans 13-4. They're atop the Metro West Division. Last time these two teams met was back on January 7th at Orono. Red Knights lost by 5. Now they're down at 1 at home, and we're underway here. Red Knights in red going right to left. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We're streaming live on YouTube, and you're in for a treat here for the next 20-25 minutes of the second half. Now driving, that's Daniel Ejinombola to West. Now Alapate from the outside, his ball off the mark, short of the rim. And rebound goes to number 4, Grant Gunderson, in the front court now to number 33, Sebastian Loader. Now Hagan Jr. underneath, nice look, pass. Thought there was contact underneath, missed shot by the Spartans. Rebound goes to West. Now to the front court for the Red Knights, that is Warren. Warren drives the lane after a hesitation move, gets turned back. Now Jalen Wilson, the freshman, had a great first half. I think he made his first 6 shots. Now out to Best. It's number 23, averaging 7.8. And the look to Daniel Ejinombola off the mark. Wilson with the rebound. Looked like he took contact. No call, but he gets the basket to go down. 55-44. 1 minute in, second half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Now the Spartans in the front court. Gunderson. Bounce pass to number 30. That is Jacob Farrell. The shot from the outside taken by Sebastian Loader, and his 16.8-point average off the mark. Now Daniel Ejinombola off the mark. Rebound Wilson. Goes back up, fights his way. No call, and now they are going to call a foul as he was hit on the forehead. And is that going to be a 2-point shot, or am I misreading the play there? Or is the call on the Red Knights here? Somebody's talking about somebody getting hit in the head. And I think it's Wilson's going to be at the line. That's how I first saw it. They're trying to sort it out. And Wilson thinks he's at the line because he's standing there. And that was the only person that I perceived that could have taken a shot. And now the referee's coming over to talk to Barry Wohler, former Gopher and superstar Minnesota High School. Barry Wohler, I used to look up to Barry Wohler growing up. Still do. And also on the other side is Damian Johnson, who is a former Gopher. You can see him right in the foreground. His head there as he's pointing. So 2 former Gophers coaching these teams, and both these coaches have these teams playing at a very high level. And Jalen Wilson gets that one to go. Red Knights up by 2 with 16.5 to go. Now the Spartans in the front court. That's number 3, Callan back. Ball comes back around. Red Knights in man-to-man defense. You may recall they finished in the zone in the last 2 minutes, but they're coming back out at man-to-man. Now to Callan back. Quick pass to Hagan Jr. Back out to Callan, or Gunderson, I should say. Now from the outside, Isaiah Hagan Jr. nails the 3, puts the Spartans back up by 1. There's 16 minutes to go now into the front court. That's number 2, Ryan Warren, averaging 15.2 a game. Now Sam Best. Underneath to Wilson with the easy land and a nice drive and pass by Best. Puts the Red Knights back up front, 48-47. Now Hagan Jr. gives it up on the outside, short of the mark, and Wilson with the rebound. Boy, he is a nice player, number 24 for the Red Knights. Only a freshman, lots of young players. This Red Knight team, 12-4 record is stellar. Now Alapate, the senior. Daniel Ijadimbola, and they're going to call a travel. I'm not so sure I agree at first glance on that call. Let's see here. Pivot foot. Maybe. It was hard to see which foot he established as his pivot foot there was really the question. So the travel call. Now the shot from outside by number 30, Jacob Farrell, the senior. He averages 10.7, gets that 3 to go, and the Spartans are up by 2 with just 15 minutes to go here in the match, second half. Now Warren in the front court. Best wide open for three land and doesn't get it to go. What a rebound by Alapate. He goes back up, gets blocked. Wow, that was a great athletic move by Alapate. Couldn't finish though on the rebound underneath. Hagen Jr. rebound. Alapate pulls it away, gets it to Wilson. Now Sam Best on the left side. Cuts into the lane, loses control, and a turnover. And now the Spartans in the front court on the break, and the reverse layup by number 30, Jacob Farrell. The senior puts the Spartans up by 4. Now underneath, Daniel Ijimbola finds his way to the basket and off the glass and in for him, and he brings the Red Knights back within 2. Now Hagen Jr. to the front court to number 3. That is Kallenbach. Kallenbach looks to drive the lane, gets pushed back by great defense by Best. Now the cut underneath. Oh my goodness, they called a foul there. I'm not so sure. Samuel Best was right there. I thought he had all ball. That's always a dicey call. Let's see. Oh, he got him on the wrist. Good call by the refs. But a shooting foul, though, I'm not so sure about that. That's another question, isn't it? Yes, there was contact, but was he, I don't know, did he have that ball up high enough to be shooting? Well, 33, Sebastian Loader makes the first of 2. Spartans now up by 3 with 13:59 to go. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, and you are watching a great game here tonight. And Loader gets that to go. 4-point lead for the Spartans, matching their largest of the night. Been back and forth though all night long. Now Jalen Wilson with the 3. What can that kid not do? He is amazing, folks. Now driving Hagen Jr., another amazing player. There's number 3, Kallenbach, showing great body control. Now Hagen Jr. gets into the corner, gets the return pass. He's being guarded by Ryan Warren. Now Hagen Jr., and now a foul way away from the ball. The referee, you can see him with his arm up, and I don't know, he's calling a holding call on the jersey as he motions towards head coach Damian Johnson. Let's see if we can pick it up here, down underneath. Number 10, here's Hagen Jr. I don't know what, I didn't see a thing. No one was moving. That was phantom. There's Hagen Jr., gets to go, but no one was able to box out Gunderson, and that's got Damian Johnson going to his bench as he's going to get up number 4, Kaita, to come on in. And yeah, you can't have that. You got to have some boxing out there. Those fundamentals are so important in tight games like this. And now a travel on the Spartans, as that was caused by the defense by Ryan Warren. His hustle caused the Spartan to travel. You can see Barry Wohler, the head coach. He had a phenomenal high school athletic career. Google Barry Wohler, W-O-H-L-E-R, if you don't know who he is. Amazing, amazing Minnesota athlete. All right, now in the front court for the Red Knights. They're just down 3 with 12:44 to go, and the turnover. Now let's see, they're going to give it back to the Red Knights. They dodged a bullet. Hagen Jr., frustration. He thought he had that turnover. Every possession matters in a game like this. Now checking in for the Spartans, you can see in the foreground, that's number 13, Zach Close, the junior forward. He'll check in for number 4, Gunderson. Now the throw in on the side by number 10, Jaden Daisy. He had a nice first half. That kid could sky, folks. Now number 2, Warren. Ryan Warren looking, his 15.2 shot points per game off the mark. Rebound to number 30, Farrell. Farrell quickly into the front court with number 24, that is Kopeski. Kopeski drives and the nice dish underneath. My goodness, the passing tonight. That one this time to number 3, Zach Close, set him up for a 5-point lead now for the Spartans. Red Knights now in the front court, 12 minutes to go in the game. Ryan Warren. Ija Dembol, no, number 4 with it. That's Kaita. He comes in, gets it to go, and he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Just what the doctor ordered for the Red Knights as they're down 5. Kita comes in, draws contact. Oh, they called a charge on that. Oh my goodness. My mistake. I don't know if that was a charge. The Red Knights are now in a man-to-man, full court token press. That's Hagen Jr. going against Daniel Ija Dembola. Now number 24, Kopeski to Hagen Jr. Oh, the juke by Hagen Jr. Wow, if we can get that on replay. That was lightning fast by Hagen Jr. Now in the corner, the give back to Daniel Ijambola. Boy, do they need a 3. Wilson gets a key rebound and he draws the foul. And that'll be the second team on the Spartans. Man, that move by Hagen Jr. Oh my goodness, watch this, folks. Watch the move here. The shake and bake. Whoa! And the running layup. That is pure talent by Isaiah Hagen Jr. He's got his team up by 7, their largest lead of the match. There's 11:21 to go, and there you're looking at the huddle headed up by head coach Damian Johnson, the former Gopher. Exciting basketball, folks. Like I was saying earlier, there is a ton of talent on the floor here. We're over halfway through the season, just a handful of games left for both these teams. And both these teams are playing at a very high level. It is a privilege to be here. Bringing you the action at the Hobbin Center. Okay, play underway. Now underneath, Daniel G. Dembola takes the shot and gets it to go. And boy, if the Red Knights ever needed a basket, they needed one then. Now they're down 5 with 11:13 to go, and here comes Hagen Jr. off the mark. Rebound goes to number 4, Abu Kaita. And now intercepted by Kopeski, and the retaliation foul by Jaden Daisy. And there is a strong Orono contingent here. Right there, what a nice defensive play by 24, Jack Kopeski. Scrapping and scraping, forcing the turnover and the foul. So it's 4 team fouls on the Red Knights, 2 on the Spartans. Kopeski drives, kicks out, nice ball rotation. And Hagen Jr. off the mark, but having position was number 13, Close. And that's what happened. They were unable to box out Close. He got the rebound, dished it to number 4, Gunderson, and he put it in for 2. Now the shot from outside, Wilson. Rebound to the Spartans. One and done there for the Red Knights, and now they commit the foul. Number 4, Gunderson, is the recipient. That's now the 5th team foul on the Red Knights. They got into foul trouble in the first half as well. That's the 2nd personal on number 10, Jaden Daisy. And a 7-point lead for the Spartans. Full court press now displayed by the Red Knights. 10:31 to go. Into Gunderson. He's being guarded by Ija Dembola. Now they back on. No, they're going to keep it up. They're going to try to trap him. And there, Spartans are having trouble, and they called it over and back, and the press worked by the Red Knights. Watch the call. Yeah, well, boy, you know what? I played high school basketball. We used to talk about that. He needed to establish position behind the center court line in order, so that is a good over and back. If you jump and take the ball before you land, that's over and back. Good call by the refs. I hadn't thought about that rule in a long time, but that's what it is, I believe. All right, now the catch and pass by Ryan Warren gets them back within 5 with 10 minutes even to go. Now, the Spartans in the front court. That is Cohen Kellogg. Kellogg gets it out to Hagan Jr. Hagan Jr., Alapate, they got the right man on him. Now driving the lane, getting through, and calling the travel before taking a hit was number 24, Kopeski. Oh. Hagan Jr. gets pushed off. He had the baseline, he came in. Boy, I don't know why I think the Red Knights got away without a foul being called against them. And the turnover went against the Spartans. Kopeski burned the defense, got the baseline, came in. I thought he took a hit there. But it's hard to call. I repped when I was a kid. It's a hard game. It goes so, especially at the pace that these guys are playing it at. It's hard to see everything. Now below for the Red Knights. Critical stage of the game here. They're down 5 with 9.5 to go. Driving underneath, finding Wilson. Look at the fundamentals of Jalen Wilson. My goodness, he reminds me of the old Michael Thompson from the 70s of the Gophers for some reason. Man, is he good. Such a joy to watch. Underneath for the Spartans, the defense by Wilson. Spartans get the rebound and off and in and muscling it in. Zach Close showing all kinds of perseverance. Puts the Spartans up by 5. It's that kind of play that wins big games like this. And now Alapate. And they're gonna call the charge. Damian Wilson didn't like it. He's gonna put Sam Best in. Let's see, you make the call. Is that a charge? Yeah, maybe. Close was there, smart play. Alapate couldn't pull up in time. Can't say I disagree with that. Now full court press, worked the last time. Just under 9 to go here, second half. Obviously, now Kellogg. Being guarded by Best, almost loses it. Now Kellogg to the wing. Driving the baseline was Loader. Rotation in the corner, wide open 3, gets it to go. Sebastian Loader, he averages 16.8, and there is example AY. That was a nice looking shot. Unbelievable ball rotation by the Spartans. Both these teams playing very high level, but it's the largest lead, 8. Now from the outside, taken by number 11, Dothan Ijandembola off the mark, rebound to the Spartans. As they are now starting to exercise control in this one as we approach 8 minutes to go. Loadering with another 3 off the mark. No one underneath. Rebound easily to Ryan Warren. He'll bring in the front court. 8 minutes to go. And Warren, he was hit on the arm by number 24, Kopeski. He's protesting, but that should be a 2-point or 2-shot foul. Let's see the replay. Oh yeah, he got him clearly with the body. So at the line, number 2, the left-hander, he averages 15.2. Ryan Warren. Boy, they can't afford to miss free throws here late as the Spartans now will substitute. Hagan Jr. checks in right there in your foreground. Number 5, special player out there, as are several, if not all, they're all special people, of course. Don't get me wrong, but big-time talent on this court displayed by both teams. Now the Spartans with a 7-point lead and the ball with 7:50 to go. Driving is Loadering, and he feels it all the way in. They're unable to stop those drives. Now, it's important the Red Knights don't lose their composure. Even though they're down, they don't need to rush. They gotta play, and I get the feeling, I don't know how it feels at home, that they're just rushing, but watch Loader just coming right in, having his way, and that needs to be stopped on the perimeter with the man-to-man defense. Okay, now in the front court is Daniel Ijandembola underneath to Wilson. Gosh, he's so good. 69-62. Hagan Jr. in the front court. This is a war. And you wouldn't want to have it any other way for the Metro West leaders in the standings late in the year. Drive, shot, miss, but he gets his own rebound, was Gunderson. Now Loader, he comes in right at the rim and gets it to go. That is a talented player there, Sebastian Loader. So smooth driving the lane. And the Red Knights have been unable to stop them on man-to-man is really the bottom line here. 71-62, 9-point lead. Wilson turns around, tries to get it to Best, saves it. Now in the corner, Benilde-St finds Wilson. Can't get it to go, but he drew the foul, and they did blow the whistle, and he should go to the line and shoot two. It'll be the Spartans' fourth team foul. Nice look there to Wilson, comes in, and he might have gotten him on the wrist there, right at the tail end. So at the line, number 24, the freshman phenom for the Red Knights, Jalen Wilson. Gets it to go. Red Knights have got to play almost perfect ball here to get back in this line, it feels like, and that starts at the free throw line. So important late in games. Wilson for his second. And can't get it to go. 8-point deficit for the Red Knights, 6:24 to go. Into the front court is number 4, Grant Gunderson. Gunderson. Over the far wing, that is Cohen Kellogg. Callenbach. Now to 4, Gunderson. And you wonder if Orono's gonna take their time now with an 8-point lead. Loader kicks it out, driving is number 30, Farrell. Now Loader back to Farrell. Farrell being guarded by Ryan, and he gets it to go, and it's gonna go. That, I don't know how he made that shot. That is amazing. Number 30, Jacob Farrell. How did he sneak that in? Being guarded by Warren. Watch this. The spin move with the left hand, got hit on the wrist, and it goes in. What are you gonna do? That's just too good. And now a 10-point lead and a timeout on the court by the Red Knights, and an important timeout to take, and it'll give us a chance to talk about their upcoming schedule and to take a breath here just a little bit. You know, the Red Knights came in their last 10, 7, or the last 9, 7-2, but now they've got what, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 games to go. Orono, of course, right now, then they're at Chaska. I haven't seen Chaska's record, but they've got to be up there. Then St. Louis Park, big rivalry there, of course. Both those schools just a stone's throw away from each other. Then at Jefferson, Waconia, so home, away, home, away. So a good mix there for the Red Knights. They are a very good team. I can see them getting even better by the end of the year, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Spartans and the Red Knights end up in some sort of section matchup sometime in late February or early March as we approach tournament time here in Minnesota. We're doing a girls Benilde game Saturday at 1 o'clock. They're ranked 7th in the state. Lots of good things happening sports-wise on ParkTV 16 Sports. Okay, coming out of the timeout, 5:48 to go, 10-point deficit. And at the line for Orono is number 30, Jacob Farrell, and he gets it to go on the 3. And that's an 11-point lead. And the Red Knights have got to come up with something here. Daniel Benilde-St in the front court. Might be time to start taking a few threes. And there's the first one by Daniel Benilde-St. And now a travel and a turnover forced by number 34, Xavier Lumpkin, the sophomore, checked into the game, caused that turnover on defense. Watch the 3 by Daniel Benilde-St, and that was nice and smooth, nice and relaxed, just like the one I saw him do in the first half. And then here's the defense right there, number 34. Lumpkin comes in, distracts the offense, and a big turnover right when they needed it. Warren from the outside. Benilde-St with the rebound, gets it to Wilson, he loses it underneath. And now here comes Hagan Jr. Someone's got to stop him as he drives, pops, and makes it on the running layup. That's just amazing talent, taking it the length of the court at full speed, then pulling up and being able to get that thing to swish in like that. You can't teach it. Look at Ijadimbola trying to find some space, steps back off the line, rebound to Wilson. He's got it, and he draws the foul, gets it to go. Red Knights are still alive. 76-68 with 4:46 to go. Jalen Wilson, I wish I had real-time stats, but he is, and look at the basketball talent on display by Daniel Ijadimbola, and look at the big-time stellar rebound by Jalen Wilson. He's got to have 10 rebounds, a double-double. Can't get that one to go. Second miss at the free throw line. Those are critical. Now in the front court, and they're going to call the foul on number 0, Maddox Alapate. 8th team foul, 1-and-1 bonus for the Spartans. That does not favor strategy-wise the Red Knights. Now at the line, number 4 for Orono, Grant Gunderson, the junior. 4:39 remaining. Pops out. Rebound to Daniel Ijadimbola. Okay, they're just down 8. 3-possession game. They got to get something going here. There's still time. That was a big miss by the Spartans. If I'm a Red Knight fan, and Wilson gets it to go. Wow, is that talent? What move does not Jalen Wilson have in his quiver? He's got all the shots, all of them. Now the front court to Hagan Jr. Stops, pops, off the rim, and again, unable to block out, gives the Spartans another rebound. They're getting killed on the offensive boards. They draw the foul. Number 13, Zach Close, is the unsung hero of the Spartans. He has several offensive rebounds, 2 right there. That should never happen, and that is a big stat if we had it. That has to favor the Spartans and might be the difference as we look at Wilson. Look at the sweeping hook. That's a hard shot to make, folks, especially in a big game like this. 77-70, Close at the line. He has been a monster on the offensive board and a thorn in the Red Knights side. The left-hander gets that to go. Wow, these Spartans are good, as are the Red Knights, but now they're still down 8. They're still in it with 4:02 to go. Jalen Wilson at the top of the key, Alapate. Now Ryan Warren drives, kicks it out to number 12. That is Ronald Lee, and he can't get it to go. Rebound to the Spartans. Now to the front court is Sebastian Loader. Loader gets double teamed, out of bounds, turnover forced. Barry Wohler, the coach, can't believe it. Let's see here. They came in, I don't know. What do they want, a foul? I don't think there should be a foul called there. I thought that was a good call. I thought that was a good call. All right, in the front court, here's Alapate. 3:30 to go. 8-point deficit. Red Knights really need a basket this trip down, it feels like. Warren comes in, gets his own rebound, goes right back up, and gets it to go. Nifty play by Ryan Warren, number 2, the senior. They're just within 6 with 3:16 to go. Stay tuned. Now in the front court, the Spartans. Sebastian Loader drives, Alapate. Oh, they're gonna call a push. I thought Alapate got all ball. I didn't like where that ref was to make that call. I didn't think he was in a position. He got all ball. The other ref had a better look and didn't call a thing. I don't know what is going on there with that type of call. It seems so unfair, and that goes for both teams. But look at Ryan Warren get his own rebound and have the wherewithal to get it back in there. Oh, and that might be a little poetic justice as it spins out for number 33, Sebastian Loader. He averages 17 a game. He's got to be close, if not over that tonight, as Close now takes a seat. And if you're a Red Knight fan, that Zach Close has been a thorn on the offensive boards. stellar play as Loader gets that one to go. 7-point differential, 3:03 to go. Red Knights in the front court. Best to Daniel Ijambola, looking for room on the baseline, spins back in, kicks it out to Best. His three from the outside. Hits the front of the rim and no go. Rebound to the Spartans. And that is a big thing. Not a lot of offensive rebounds for the Red Knights. It's now glaring to me the difference. And that might be the difference in the game as we see Hagen Jr. underneath. Block, turnover. Oh my goodness, Ryan Warren. Now 2.5 to go. Best into the corner to Lee. Daniel Ijambola can't get it to go, and again, one shot and no offensive rebounds as an Orono Spartan may have been hurt. Getting up slowly was number 3, Kallenbach, but now the Spartans in the front court with the ball and a 7-point lead, and it's still by Lee. Ahead to Wilson, he comes in and it gets blocked by Hagen Jr. And they're gonna call because I think Jalen Wilson had jumped in from out of bounds without establishing position. Look at Hagen Jr. sky to get the block. And see, so I'd have to look at it one more time to verify, but what I think my eyes saw on the replay was Jalen Wilson was out of bounds and then he jumped in the air and caught the ball. Had he gotten inbounds with his feet both inbounds and then caught the ball, it would have been legal. But I think that's what the issue was there. So that's a turnover against the Red Knights. And there are the standings. And this is why this game is so hotly contested, as you can see. Orono's 6-3, one game out of the basic lead if you look at losses. And there you see why this is such an important game for Orono and the Red Knights. This is my first look at the standings. So 8-2, you got Jefferson. Boy, there's some big games coming up here for both these teams. Jefferson is on the horizon. That'll be here on March 1st. That could be a big one. Cooper, they've got them coming here on February 17th. So come on down and support your Red Knights. Come to these matches. They've got a great, entertaining team here. Very privileged to be bringing you this match tonight. All right, 79-72 our score, 2:04 to go. Full court press by the Red Knights. They get it in. The Spartans do to number 30, Farrell, and a quick, easy layup, and that's how you beat the full court press, 81-72. Still just a 3-possession game, and tight perimeter, man-to-man defense by the Spartans. They're trying to prevent those 3-point shots, so they're gonna come out and contest those, maybe more than usual. Wilson underneath, they'll give up the 2, he can't get it, he draws the foul, stops the clock, and Barry Wohler does not like that. The clock, they want that thing to run. As we can see them easily break the press here underneath. Lee a little late getting back to stop that pass underneath the Hagen Jr. And there is the make by Jalen Wilson. I would say this, overall the Spartans do have more team experience. They're older across the board, juniors and seniors as opposed to a lot of freshmen. But the future is super bright for the Benilde-St. Margaret's boys basketball team. They are exciting to watch and they're gonna be exciting for years to come. They got a great coach. And they're still in this one, I believe, down 7, but it's starting to wane, isn't it? Now in the front court, and if I'm the Spartans, I just wait to get fouled here now. Go to the line. No reason to take any shots here. 81-74, 1:28 remaining, throw in on the side. Both teams in the bonus, although the Spartans are in the double bonus, so if they do get fouled, they're gonna get 2 automatics instead of the 1-and-1. Inbound pass to 4, Gunderson. That's 30. Farrell drives the lane, kicks it out, and they're gonna pass up the shots here, as they should, unless it's an easy layup. Clearly they're waiting to be fouled, and there is Daniel Ijambola to do the honors on number 33, Sebastian Loader. One of their leading scorers with 16.8 games on the year will go to the line. About to check in here for the Red Knights is Xavier Lumpkin, perhaps, I thought. Coach Damian Johnson was going to have him up, and now the make by Loader. 82-74 our score. 1:14 remaining. And the Spartans aren't even going to be trying for rebounds now as they've vacated the lane on the make. 9-point lead, 1:12 remaining. Benilde needs some threes, and there's Best. He gets contested underneath, and it's intercepted by number 4, Gunderson in the front court. The Loader's gonna bring the slam, and there's Alapate, not gonna let him do it. Nor should he. Can't let the visiting team end the game with a slam. Look at Alapate's athleticism, folks. He is clearly much shorter than Loader, and he went up there and matched him. There are some athletes on this floor, I tell you what. At the line though, Sebastian Loader, 9-point lead, gets that one to go. Lead is now 10 with 55.5 seconds to go. Spartans look like they're on their way to another win. They came into this match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game winning streak. That shot taken by Warren comes all the way back out to him. He takes another 3. That one is short of everything, and a push is going to be called on Gunderson as Daniel Ija-Dembola got that rebound. 85-74, 41.1 seconds remaining. And Daniel Ija-Dembola, the senior captain, at the line. Now checking in for the Red Knights, Xavier Lumpkin. Jalen Wilson will have his seat. At the line, Daniel Ija-Dembola. He averages 8.3 a game, and that went off the mark. Free throws didn't help either. Several misses in the second half. And that is the rebound by Isaiah Hagan Jr. There he is, number 5, going to the line. He is one heck of a player, just a junior. And there's going to be some exciting section play coming up here in about a month in the Metro West. Hopefully we'll be there to bring you a game or two. Now Hagan Jr. makes that one. We'll be bringing girls Benilde basketball. They have a stellar team as well with Olivia Olson, who's been hurt the last few games. Hopefully she'll be back against Chaska. That is going to be another war similar to this one, especially if Olivia Olson's back on the court. Hopefully she will be. 87-74. Our score with 33 seconds to go, driving the lane, and it goes out of bounds off of the Red Knights. Or are they going to give it back to the Red Knights? Possession. There was some confusion there. Red Knight ball, Daniel Ija-Dembola. And a timeout with 32.1 seconds remaining, taken by the Red Knights. So even though they're down 13, they're calling a timeout. Not exactly sure why, except to maybe work on their inbounds pass. As it does seem the outcome of this one is not in doubt. It gives us a chance to look at there's the Orono's upcoming schedule. They've got St. Louis Park coming up on Friday. Cooper is a big one as they're near tied in the league. Jefferson is also atop the standing, as is Chaska. So the conference champions in the Metro West is very much up in the air. Several teams with, well, they're all going to have 3 losses now. 4 teams atop the Metro West, if I can remember correctly. Cooper, Jefferson, Benilde, and Orono after tonight, as they take down the Red Knights here, giving them their 3rd loss in the conference. And ball out of bounds, 25.7 seconds remaining. And the throw in. So a little rough here at the end, 25.7 seconds. Full court press still by the Red Knights. Ball into Loader. Now Isaiah Hagen Jr. in the front court to for Gunderson. 18 seconds, and that's going to be the foul committed by Ryan Warren. That'll send the Spartans to the line, specifically Grant Gunderson, with 17.2 seconds. Gunderson spins that one out. So far, 10 team fouls on the Red Knights, 7 on the Spartans. Gunderson with his second attempt gets that one to go. 88-74. Ryan Warren. 11 seconds remaining. I think he's going to try to work himself to a three, and maybe not. Now Hagen Jr., and now he'll take the three from way outside, off the mark. Rebound to the Spartans, and there is your final buzzer, signaling the end of this exciting matchup. Our final score from the Hobbins Center on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. Orono gets this one. They go to 14-4. Benilde falls to 12-7 overall, but 12-3 in the conference. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and Leah on cameras, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.